Well, we're on our way to go get Barrett.
Barrett Blackman.
Barrett TV!
You really are Barrett TV.
Hello, Barrett. This is Lonnie Love.
There was a guy at, let me make sure I got this right, Barrett TV.
Hey there. So people always tell me, I didn't know you still made videos. Wow, I hadn't seen anything from you in years, even in the comments. And I'm like, yeah, you're full of shit. But they might be onto something because I saw a notification pop up on my phone for Megan McGlover. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know she still made videos because I used to watch her like 7, 8 years ago when she went viral for her videos about the weather. It was probably longer than that. And I was like, damn, maybe she's coming back, starting videos again. And I go look, and she's been consistently making videos, and I've been subscribed all these years, and I haven't seen anything. So maybe y'all aren't liars. So anyway, I'm all excited, like, oh, let me go see what she's talking about, blah, blah, blah. All of her videos of recent, anyway, are anti-vaxxer, anti-masker, dragging Biden and Kamala, and I haven't seen her specifically say she supports Trump. However, I went to her Twitter and she's retweeting all of these Trump supporters and their Trump supporting tweets. And she is going on and on about the jab. That's what she calls the vaccine, and how she's not going to get that because she doesn't know what's in it. And she takes care of herself, so she doesn't need it because she works out and she eats well. I didn't know those things prevented the coronavirus or the spread of it to other people. Good to know. Let me just go have a smoothie, do a few push-ups, and I'm great. And then she was saying, well, I don't know why they need a card for that. Where's my card for working out and eating good? No, okay. So, again, if you don't want to get a vaccine, that's fine. If you don't care about your own health or the health of those around you, great. Go ahead, let everybody die. But she's also tweeting about how Candace Owens and other problematic coons are not sellouts, and she just is going off the deep end. Not only is she saying all of this, but watching her videos, she literally sounds insane. Like, she sounds completely different from when she first was making videos. She sounds like she has lost it. And for those of you that don't know, her mother was murdered while Megan was on the phone with her, and they, to this day, have never found the person that is responsible. And I think, honestly, that she cracked up from that. Like, that's pretty fucking traumatic. Not only is your mother dying, she's murdered, and you're on the phone with her when it happens, and they never find the person who did it. So I think she just lost her mind after that and just going off the deep end. But then she also started a GoFundMe because of the fact that TikTok banned her because of her videos against Biden. And apparently a lot of her beef with them is the fact that she contacted Obama and Kamala to help her find the person that killed her mother, and they didn't respond. Okay, I get it. Your mother died. That's very tragic. It, happened in a tragic way. And I understand that you would want anyone possible to be able to help. But I'm pretty sure the President of the United States, the Vice President of the United States, they were, she was a senator before that. I believe she was a senator as well in California. They have other things going on than that. They have a lot more to worry about than your mother. While it is very important to you, as it should be, did you honestly expect them to respond? Like, people get murdered all the time. And if everybody whose parent or anybody got murdered wrote to the president and vice president, do you think they'd be able to do anything about that? Do you think they'd be able to get to everybody? No. So I don't think that's a good justification. Like, if you don't like them, fine. But that's your reason? Okay. So she went on this whole tangent and she started to GoFundMe because she allegedly is going to take legal action against Biden and TikTok. And when I looked, she had just created it and it already had $7,000 on there. So I'm hoping that this is all just a grift and she's just, scamming people and hyping this up so they'll keep donating. I would much rather that than her being serious and legitimately thinking this. And people do that. People definitely do that. Look at Sean King. He's the biggest grifter there is. And then there's people that pretend to be MAGA supporters, knowing that those people, they don't care. They will throw their money at anything. Anybody that says they love Trump, they'll just donate. They don't care. So that might be what she's doing. I hope that's what she's doing, that she really does not feel any of these things for real. Because not only is that dangerous to use your platform to spread misinformation, because she's talking about, oh, I could go outside and turn green. Okay, sure, whatever. And people are going to blindly follow that. Now, it's not your responsibility to make sure everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing. I mean, look at what Nicki Minaj is doing. Anybody taking their medical advice from Nicki Minaj deserves to get sick and die. However, there is a certain responsibility. It's the same with people saying, oh, I don't want my kids watching Lil Nas X. Well, that's not his fault. Watch your kids and don't let them look at that if you don't think that's appropriate. He's not supposed to raise your kids. But in this instance, this isn't just, oh, I'm on stage naked. You're literally spreading misinformation. And there are people who will watch these videos and say, oh, I did my research, because they watched somebody on YouTube. They're not going to the CDC or anything reputable or listening to Dr. Fauci. They're just going by what people say online that support what they think. And that is very dangerous to do that. And she doesn't know what she's talking about, clearly. She has no idea what she's talking about. I'm not saying vaccines are completely safe and there's never any side effects. I was very sick when I got mine, the first one, but it was worth it because it's protecting me. I mean, you can still get it. You can still get the coronavirus, but it's not going to be as detrimental to you if you are vaccinated. And I'm pretty sure I was one of the first people to have it. And that was in January of, I guess that'd be 2020. And they wouldn't test me. They're like, oh, it's not over here, so no, we're not going to test you. And that was the sickest I've ever been. I was sick for like a month. My fiance was also sick around that time. And he also was, super sick. And we're pretty confident that's what we had. I don't want to experience that again. I have relatives that have died from it. And when my father died, I don't know if I've ever mentioned that on here. I think I did, yeah, because I put a little RIP on there. All right. That's the dog. Anyway. When he died, it was the day before everything shut down. So we couldn't even have a real funeral. Everything was super rushed because we didn't know, what was going to happen as far as the shutdown. So people's real lives are being affected by this. So I don't know how people can still be like, oh, it's not real or the vaccine doesn't work. The science is proving that it is. And, oh, well, they just came up with this. That's not true. They've been working on this for years, but they couldn't get the funding to get it to this level until something serious like this happened. If y'all hate vaccines, like y'all were getting vaccines in school, weren't you? I know I used to have to get vaccines. I went to public school in elementary school and we had to get vaccinated, and I've never had mumps or anything, polio or whatever. And there have always been vaccines. So I don't know why people are acting like this is something new, but we're not here to talk about that. The point is, she appears to be a very intelligent woman that is capable of doing research and making informed decisions. And she's choosing not to do that. Instead, she's choosing to use her platform to spread misinformation and, reiterate things that have been said by people that are not the most reputable at all and are just feeding into her agenda. And it's sad. It's very sad to see her go out like this. Just like the Hodge twins. When they first came out, I liked them, but now they're also on that Blue Lives Matter shit. I don't know what's going on with these people on YouTube. Maybe because YouTube is not the same and it is hard to get views and keep an audience, especially as a black content creator. So people are grasping at straws. They're like, okay, what's the only way I can get some views? All right, let me say some stupid, problematic shit, and then people will like it. If that's the case, I mean, this shouldn't be your whole life. If you got to do all of that, maybe you need to do something else. I have a real job. So I don't need YouTube. I don't put ads on my videos. I'm not promoting myself like that or branding or doing anything. I just make a video when I feel like it, about what I feel like it, and that's that. So if this is your main source of income, then maybe you need to do something else so that you don't have to get on here and talk crazy. Because I'm sure if I was on here saying, I love Trump and blacks for Trump and gays for Trump and all that, I get plenty of views. But I don't want to compromise my integrity because I have scruples. But as for me, I don't know if I'm about to get attacked now by the MAGA people for going against their queen, because they're all like, oh, you need to run for office and blah, blah, blah. Basically, anybody that agrees with their bullshit, they love. Like, they love Nicki Minaj now. How many of them even knew who she was prior to her speaking out against the vaccine with more unsubstantiated claims? But it doesn't matter. Who needs facts? Alternative facts, I guess. Who needs those when you can just say whatever you want? As long as it agrees with what you say and pushes your agenda, then hey, that's fine, according to these Republicans and anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers and all that. But that's fine. Don't get no vaccine. Don't wear no mask. Do whatever you want to. You'll be dead soon, and we'll just move right along without you. But it is very disheartening to see her go out like this. And if you don't believe me, look for yourself.
Ladies, let's see if this shit adds up. So the manufacturing companies that create the jab are not taking any responsibility if something happens to you. The doctors who administer the jab are not taking any responsibility if something happens to you. The government who is mandating the jab is not taking any responsibility if something happens to you. Yet they want you to do the responsible thing and get the jab. Now, somebody add that shit up. What's it come out to? Because to me, it looks like 3 big fat balls of bullshit equaling kiss my ass. I'm trying to understand. No, I'm serious now. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm real serious. Somebody add that shit up and get back to me on that, okay? Because for me, it don't work. You don't take no responsibility. I gotta take all the fucking responsibility. Okay, somebody get out their calculators. Let's see if this shit adds up. Since everybody has a card, I want a card as well. The drug addicts got a methadone card. These jabbed up people got a jab card. I want a healthy immunity card. I take care of myself and I mind my own fucking business card. Do you have one of those? I think we ought to start putting those into production immediately, because it takes a lot of work for me to take care of myself. I work out. I eat well. This is day 42 of a cleanse I've been on. Fruits, vegetables, and water. I haven't had any alcohol. I don't smoke cigarettes. So when do I get my card? I want something that I can flash and be proud of and say, look at me. Look at me. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Y'all want me to sit up here and stick a whole bunch of foreign shit in my body? For what? For what? So you can mess up my DNA? Bitch, please. You ain't gonna have me standing outside in the damn sun turning green and shit. Oh, no.
The Jeffersons was recorded on tape in front of a studio audience.